Thank you so much for joining us. Economic development, affordable housing, environmental protection, public safety, all difficult issues facing pretty much every city in the Commonwealth these days. Our guest is one of the longest-serving mayors in Massachusetts, currently dealing with a full platter of those and other issues. Carlo DeMaria, mayor of Everett since 2008. Mayor, good to have you here.
Nice to be here. Nice to be here.
So, you've been in office a long time. What's the most enduring lesson you've learned?
Get back to people. When people call your office, even if it's a no, they want to at least hear the no. You know what I mean? Just get back to them, listen to their issues, listen to their, understand what they're going through and try to help resolve their issue, but getting back to them is the biggest thing. Constituent services is huge.
Well, right now, as we're taping in the middle of the week, our viewers know we tape in advance, the proposal by the Kraft Group to build a soccer stadium on a parcel of blighted land on the Everett waterfront, right near the casino, is once again coming down to the wire on Beacon Hill. It's been trying to progress down there without too much success for the last several years. As you understand it, what's the holdup?
I think it's a big proposal, I really don't truly understand what the holdup is, but we've had some great conversations with both the House and the Senate. I feel really convinced that it's going to happen this time around. I think people understand that the issues facing the city of Everett, dwindling revenues, our tax base, our commercial tax bases are being hit hard. It's a blighted, contaminated power plant that's just sitting, empty on the waterfront in the city of Everett. And I think now that the legislature was able to hear the testimony that we gave regarding this development and the loss of tax revenue from the power plant, we lost about $15 million in taxes from this site. So we need to replace that tax loss.
Well, Boston officials have complained about being left out of the process. Traffic and parking has been an issue. A preliminary design plan provided only 75 parking spaces for a 25,000-seat stadium. The Conservation Law Foundation has been opposing it on environmental grounds. You mentioned off the top that it's important to reach out and hear all these constituencies. Were there mistakes made in this process or not? What's your... In hindsight, is there anything you would have done differently?
Conservation Law Foundation was at the table the whole time with us on this. As you mentioned, it passed the House the first time.
Right. And
the reason why it didn't pass the Senate at the time was that, the Senate wanted us to bring in the environmental folks into the conversation, and they were brought to the table. Okay.
Do they have valid concerns at all, in your view?
Well, if everyone cares about the environment, wouldn't you want to, get rid of a contaminated, blighted piece of property that probably, like the Monsanto site across the street, was leaching into the harbor for so many years? You want to clean that up and bring something with, a sense of a renewed purpose, a waterfront park, waterfront boat access.
They say it could be a choice area for technology related to the wind energy industry down the road.
Yeah, the parcel behind it that's still operating is, what I'm hearing is that they're looking to bring in wind energy to that area. The switchgear is staying. So the switchgear will still be there. Okay. So this portion, this 40 acres out of the 90 acres, is really not necessary for that sector. Okay. They talk about traffic and all those issues. We're looking to bring the Civil Line in. We just got the $22 million raise grant that the governor and the MBTA with the city of Everett applied for and got. We want to bring that one-seat ride from Everett into Boston. When I say 75 parking spaces at the facility, there will be no Uber and Lyft lots available for people to drive to drop off during game days or concert venues. We're going to rely on public transit. Encore already runs public shuttles from all the T stations to that site. Right. We have the pedestrian footbridge that's being designed. It was designed. It's being redesigned. Baker approved the money. Mara is still on. You know,
The bridge from Assembly Square?
Assembly Row over. That
Assembly Row.
That bridge will connect to the site. So there's a lot of, you know, this is going to be a trans-oriented development. This is going to be no cars. We can't afford any more vehicles. And once we have a proposal, then the MEPA process begins. And then Mayor Wu and her team will be at the table with us. And we can work all these issues out.
Mayor, the Wynn Corporation, which owns and operates the casino, has been for a while now looking at expanding their footprint across Lower Broadway to include all sorts of other entertainment options. This spring, they said they're suspending that project because they can't come to what they call financially viable terms with the city. From your perspective, what's the problem and what's it like dealing with them?
You know, they're a great company. You know, I don't think it's just the city. I think they the issues with the MEPA process too. I know there's about a $100 million price tag there on mitigation. I think what we need to look at is to look at the Gaming Commission mitigation fund and to see how we can tap those dollars, because that money was the legislation was crafted to create that pool of money, and right now it's about $40 million in it, and it generates about $15 million a year. That money should go in and around the surrounding and host communities to address the impacts that the casino will have on traffic or whatever the impacts may be, right? And it's not really being used. So I think once we can square that away, I think we can bring Encore back to the table, and they want to be a partner, and they feel like they're like doing this on their own. How so? Well, you know, even at Everett, for instance, we were asking them to help us with mitigation of public safety, right? We got an initial $5 million originally, and now we were asking for, you know, some help with public safety down at, you know, a new fire station there to help with the with the concerns for EMS concerns, and they were kind of pushing back on that. We were asking for other mitigation; they were kind of pushing back. But you know what? If you really think about it, when the legislation was crafted, there's money that goes to these different pods out there. The state has these funds to help mitigate the concerns that the city and the state have with the development. We should be tapping those dollars.
Well, I understand that, you know? and that's a certainly defensible use of that money. But I mean, the casino's been a big hit, right? It's a cash cow. I know they took a hit from the pandemic. The Wynn Global certainly took a hit. But this all sounds like chump change compared to the profits they're generating. They knew when they came in here that we were an area with a lot of issues that were going to require expenses they maybe don't incur on other projects. Is the management there sort of not getting that or balking at that these days more than back when you brought them to Everett?
You know, management has changed. You know, so I think they looking at other markets that maybe are less restrictive. And they have maybe a better place to reinvest their dollars with maybe a bigger return. So you know, time will tell what happens. Who continues to operate the casino? If there is, maybe will be a change in the future.
You think that might happen?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, anything is possible. You know, they had talked about it prior when they did that refinancing. You know, when they had to refinance. So, you know, the area is going to get redeveloped. You know, if Encore does phase 2 or somebody else comes and does it, you have this beautiful resort that generates a lot of customers, you know, and so I think there are other people looking at possibly doing hotels or restaurants or, you know, we're going to make it a TOD area, right? We're going to get those commuter rail stops. We're going to bring that Civil Line in. We're going to have that pedestrian footbridge over to Assembly Road. That's all going to happen. And the Governor Haley and Kim and Lieutenant Governor Driscoll have been unbelievable to work with. So those are going to happen. So we're going to really invigorate this area. So people are going to want to come and develop in this area.
Well, good luck with it. I'm ashamed to admit I haven't been to the casino yet. I was kind of waiting for one of the restaurants to name a sandwich after me, but so far no luck. But Mayor, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Good to have you here.